Hey there Titans, in this video I'll show you how to set up the Titan push notifications from the Salesforce side. So in the previous videos we learned on how to get the push notification authorization token onto our Salesforce, and from there we can use Salesforce as a process builder, as a flow to invoke a push notification to that user. Alright, so let's start with a simple way. In this video we're just going to do a simple process builder, and we can look at a flow a little bit, and the next video will show advanced with some actions and all that fun stuff. So let me just show you how this works. So I changed the account to warm. I get a notification, Hello Chief Donkey, which is my username. It's connected to the primary contact. HC rating is now warm. Alright, so let's take a look and see how I've done this. So I'll head over to, let's get rid of this, head over to setup. I'll go to the process builder. And I'll take a look at the push notification account change. Alright, so let's see what I've done here. Let's clone this and I'll show you the options here. Alright, so we start from account, record created or edited, and here I'm just doing some validations. So what I'm checking is, in my instance, what I want to happen is that the account has a primary contact, which is the person who I'm sending the notification to. The second thing is that the primary contact has the PN oath, and as I've shown in the previous videos, if I'll head to my Chief Donkey contact, you can see the PN oath, which I received from Titan. And I want to make sure it's full because this is what we need in order for this magic to happen. And the third thing I'm checking is that the rating is changed. And the reason for this is because I want to have a customized message saying, listen, the account rating changed, notify the primary contact that the account ratings change. Taking off that note, you can set anything you like. This is basically the power of this. You can add more criterias and notify the user with any change you would like them to be notified. You can play with this however you like. So let's continue. So this is just the my conditions. The next part is the fun part. So if I will just add an action, hypothetically, so what I will choose is Apex, and I'll say notify, let's say Titan notify. You can name this however you like. And what I will look for here is Titan send push notifications. So this is how I find it. So I'll cancel this out and I'll go to the one I already have. And what we see here, we have 3 required fields. And again, this is a simple way to do it. We can do it in a much more powerful way using the flow, which we will demonstrate in the next videos. Alright, so the first thing we can set is that we need to set a notification oath, which we're getting in our instance from our primary contact. PN oath, which is our custom field, and as I mentioned in the previous video, it has to be a long text area with at least 1500 characters in it. Alright, so the body is basically the body of your message. In my instance, I said account name, coming from that event, the account was updated, rating is now, and the account rating. Alright, and the title is hello, contact first name, and primary contact last name. Alright, so just saying hello to the contact, and again, you can customize this however you like, which is very powerful. Next thing I've said, what's the icon URL? Now the icon is basically what comes up in my notification. I can set an icon. So let's replace this now with a Titan icon. Let's change it to this little avatar, and I'll choose this. And the text direction is either LTR or RTL, so left to right or right to left. And we have a few more variables you can set here. So the icon URL we covered. Required user interaction is really cool. So let's say you want the notification to show up and not to go away until the user does something to it. So by default is false, and if I set it to true, it will stick to the screen until the user does something with it. Let's see what else we have. Well, you can pass in your record ID, so you can pass in if you want the account ID or the contact ID, whatever it is you're running. And again, your process builder can be on anything, on an event, on on a record change, whatever it is you're doing. A badge is basically another option to give an image. If your image is on small screens not going to fit, then you can give a badge which is in a certain size. You can pass in the URL for that badge here as well, and you can set an image URL. In some devices it will show and some will not. Let's just set both the icon and image to the same thing, and I'll hit save. And let's activate this. So I've activated my process. And what I will see in here now, once I go and edit the account, I will change the rating from warm to hot. I'll save this. And I have my avatar, really cool. Hello Chief Donkey, Edge C rating is now hot. And you can, again, this is really powerful with the process builder. You can customize it however you like. Another option to go, you can, as well as the process builder, you can go ahead and do the same with the flow. So let's head over to the flows and I'll show you how you can set it up from there. So I'll have the setup, and you can see that the notification is not going away since we said require user interaction true. So until I do something with it, even I can send another notification. So let's, sorry for getting sidetracked here. So let's change this to called and hit save. We can see another one came in, and it's not going away until I'm going to click and make it go away. So that's really cool. So let's head back to our setup and we'll head to a flow, and let's head to our flows, and let's create a new flow. So let's say new flow, and now you can choose. So basically there's screen flow or record trigger flow. You have schedule triggered flow, auto launch flow. You have limitless options here, platform event. Auto launch, basically you'll be able to invoke it from a process builder or somewhere else. You can run it whenever you want. That's just, in my instance, the record flow. All right, so we'll create, and let's choose our object. Let's say, in my instance, contact, and I'll hit done. And let's do edit. Our record is updated, and I'll hit done. And let's put an action just to show you what action does. And what we're looking for is Titan again. So you have two options here: either send advanced push notification or just Titan send push notification. In our instance, we're going to use the send push notification since it's a simpler way of invoking it, and a different video will cover the advanced push notification. All right, so we're going to select this, and here you will see the same thing. So we have the badge, the icon URL, the image URL, the record ID, require user interaction, and the text direction. All right, so let's call this send simple push notification, and that's great. And the body will be something we will decide. We can say, okay, contact record, let's do the email, and the notification oath will be the contact PN oath, and the title will be contact dot, let's do full name. Just for the fun of it, we can do icon URL. Let's get our icon URL from here again, and I'll head back to the flow builder and paste it in. Let's just keep this simple, and we'll do require interaction false, and text directions we don't have to include, and that should be it. Done. And now we can just directly connect this, or better to be a decision, and saying check if PN oath is not empty. Great. And what we will say, send push. Okay, let's set our conditions. We'll say contact record PN oath is null, false, just to make sure that we're not sending an empty oath, and then it will fail because the oath is required. All right, so We'll hit done. We'll connect this here, and we will connect the action here. And what we will say, if this condition happens, then send the push. We'll hit done. We'll hit save. Simple push notification. We'll hit save, and let's activate this. All right, so now basically what we're expecting to see is we're going to go to a contact with the push notification token. We'll update it, and we'll get a push notification to our browser. All right, so we'll go to our Chief Donkey contact, and we will update it. Notice we have the P&O set, and I'll hit save, and here is my notification. Since this is not required, we're not requiring user interaction, it will go away in a few seconds. And this is how it's done.